13 Heneral Luna facts that will absolutely shock you. Now guys, I'm excited for this mainly because I've reacted to Heneral Luna on this channel and you guys absolutely loved it. And not only did you love it, you guys told me there's so many things that I still don't know about it and that some other people actually still don't know as well. So if you want to see my reaction, it's on this channel here. Check it out. I'll link it in the comment section below, pinned comment, also in the description, as well as you can see it on screen. Just know I loved it, man. And there's a lot in it, especially considering it was a true story. And there's so many facts that many don't know, especially me, that we'll find out in this video right here. So come join me, 13 Heneral Luna facts that will shock you. Let's check it out.
General Antonio Luna and Dr. Jose Rizal are two of the most significant heroes in all of Philippine history. They became close friends because of their shared passionate advocacy for liberating our motherland from foreign rule. Tell me, were you aware that Rizal and Luna almost engaged in a formal deadly duel? You likely assume Luna started the conflict simply from how he acted in the film. Well, you're mistaken. There is still much to learn about the general's true, complex nature.
Yo, you know what's crazy too that I find amazing and fascinating about this story is how so many people don't know about it, but it's one of the craziest kind of storylines for a person to go through, especially fighting for the motherland of the Philippines, and how much they had to persevere and go and deal with just to get to the point where they are even now. And so much betrayal. I can't even imagine, bro. And Heneral Luna was a great person.
Here are 13 fascinating things that you might not have known about the life of General Luna. To begin with, he was an exceptionally bright and intelligent student. During his own time, General Luna was widely recognized for his remarkable skill and his immense bravery in the heat of war. However, what remains unknown to many is that the famous general was also a man of exceptional intelligence. He earned his Bachelor of Arts degree from the Ateneo de Manila when he was just 15 years old. He studied pharmacy at Santo Tomas, eventually completing the course in Barcelona, Spain, by the age of 19. While in Spain, the general went on to earn his Doctor of Medicine degree from a school in Madrid. He also studied in various countries such as Belgium and France. Secondly, he was a full-fledged scientist. General Luna studied bacteriology and histology at the Pasteur Institute in Paris, France.
Was he just doing a bucket list of everything in life? Heneral Luna was a genius. Oh my goodness, he was a scientist?
This experience significantly expanded his scientific knowledge. His groundbreaking chemistry research earned him prestigious awards while a student at Santo Tomas. In Spain, Luna wrote a scholarly treatise on malaria, immediately praised by the government. In 1894, he was appointed as a specialist in communicable and tropical diseases in Spain. Third, he was an excellent writer. General Luna did not only demonstrate his brilliance in the field of science. It was in 1888 when La Solidaridad was established. The primary objective of the newspaper was to advocate for significant reforms within the Philippine government and its administrative structure by publishing various literary compositions. It was through this specific platform that the general was able to effectively showcase my own personal writing skills to the public. He himself authored numerous insightful works for the newspaper under the well-known pseudonym of Taga Ilog.
Wow.
Fourth, he was exceptionally skilled in both the martial arts and the discipline of fencing. In the film Heneral Luna, we witnessed how remarkably sharp the general was in the heat of battle. However, General Luna was certainly not just skilled when it came to using a firearm. He also studied various combat sports. Even back in college, he already showed talent in martial arts and fencing.
Yo, he took every part of him being a human being super seriously. He was like, I want to work on my brain, on my physicality, on my creativity, and he just did all of it. He did all of it. Dude, aggressive, strict, smart, creative. Like, what other steps of a human? This is incredible, man. Genuinely, it's beautiful. It's admirable. It's inspiring. Like, seriously.
When Luna returned to the Philippines after completing his studies in Spain, he and his brother Juan opened a fencing club. They called it the Sala de Armas, and notably, one of his most dedicated students was Apolinario Mabini. Fifth, he was fortunate to have a mentor skilled in complex war strategies and advanced combat. General Gerard Leman was one of Belgium's heroic generals during World War I. While living in Belgium, Luna became a student of General Leman. The Belgian general taught Luna guerrilla warfare and fortification as part of his military science course. Luna used the tactic.
And that's another thing too. He learned all these tactics and actually used it in real world scenarios. And the fact that it's so sad, man, what happened. You guys need to see my reaction to the movie if you haven't on the channel. But it's one of those, I could not believe it. I literally didn't see it coming.
It is truly unfortunate that General Luna passed away before his teacher in the year 1899. Sixth, he was miraculously saved by a heavy bag of coins.
What?
One day, while fighting against the Americans, the general felt a bullet strike his body. The American forces immediately advanced upon seeing this, and the general thought to take his own life before they could reach him.
Say you swear. There's no way.
He was rescued by one of his own loyal soldiers, Colonel Alejandro Abesila, and was quickly brought back to their camp. Once there, the general soon discovered that the bullet had not actually entered his body at all because it had been stopped by a heavy bag of gold coins in his trouser pocket. General Luna considered this event one of the luckiest things to happen in his life. 7. The country's first military academy was established. The PMA, or Philippine Military Academy, is the premier military institution in the Philippines. This is where most of our brave and courageous soldiers come from. It is a fact that remains little known to many, but General Antonio Luna established the very first military academy in our country, which he officially named the Academia Militar. He founded this institution in the town of Malolos, and he enlisted seasoned veteran officers from the Filipino-Spanish War to instruct all the new recruits in the essential principles of discipline and other vital lessons in the art of warfare. During that specific period, they were also actively stockpiling weapons and other essential supplies to win the war against America. 8th, Rizal nearly found himself involved in a duel, and so this brings us to the conflict between Luna and Rizal.
There's no way, man. Like, I love the... First of all, I think the adaptation was done really well. Let me know your guys' thoughts on what you think of the movie, but again, watch my reaction to it if you want to know my full thoughts on it and my first time reaction to it. But I think the adaptation was so good, and just hearing about this now, this shocked me probably the most. Like, they dueled almost before. Like bro, this is crazy.
What really happened back then? While he was living in Spain, the general met Nelly Busted, a charming half-French, half-Filipina woman who immediately captured his heart. Luna tried his very best to court the beautiful lady, but he soon found out that it was actually his close friend, Jose Rizal, whom she truly favored and admired the most. In 1890, Rizal and Luna attended a reunion where the general got drunk. Under the influence of alcohol,
under the influence of Red Horse in the 1890s,
Luna insulted Rizal and Nelly when he encountered them. Rizal did not take this well, and the close friends ended up in a confrontation. It remains unclear who exactly issued the challenge in the first place, yet both men ultimately agreed to settle their bitter dispute through a formal duel. Fortunately, however, the planned duel between Luna and Rizal never actually came to pass. The general's own brother, Juan, offered an immediate apology to Rizal, and the doctor graciously chose to accept it. A few months later, General Antonio Luna also wrote to Rizal to offer a personal apology and to express his full support for his dear friend and his girlfriend, Nelly Busted.
Wow. You see, he's also very mature. Like, most people wouldn't even apologize after that. They would just be bitter. He apologized. He moved forward.
Let's try to imagine that for a moment. Two of the most important and iconic heroes in Philippine history nearly killed one another over a woman. It is a very good thing that it never actually happened. Ooh, that was close. 9th, he cared very deeply for all of his soldiers.
Yes.
General
was in the
Luna
movie.
was widely known among his soldiers as an exceptionally aggressive and strict leader. While
Yep.
that was the image he projected to them, the general's deep, genuine concern for his soldiers was truly undeniable. According to the esteemed historian Rene Alba, General Antonio Luna actively encouraged the local Red Cross organization to raise necessary funds to provide special gifts for our brave Filipino soldiers.
Yeah, because he knows what it's like to be a soldier too. If you really think about it, he knows exactly what it's like to suffer, to be through these things, the ability to put your life on the line. He knows that feeling. So of course he seems like already, from everything he's done, everything he's accomplished, somebody who is mature and will think things through. And so with thinking through, he's going to realize like these soldiers are going to go through similar things that I've been through in terms of war or fighting and putting their lives on the line.
Did this specifically to help boost their morale throughout the ongoing war.
That too.
And 10th, he formed a highly skilled elite group of expert marksmen.
Yep.
Much like the military forces in other nations, the Philippine Army also had what could be considered special forces during the Philippine-American War.
Yeah.
This was a small group composed of General Luna's finest soldiers. He led them and dubbed them Tiradores de la Muerte, or the Marksmen of Death. The
Really?
Americans also called them Luna's sharpshooters.
That's terrifying. Tiradores de la Muerte. That's scary. I mean, it's obvious. Like most people are going to be like, what do you mean it's scary? Like that's such a simple name. But I don't know why. It's just kind of creepy in that language too. Tiradores de la Muerte. Tiradores, tiradores. It's similar in Portuguese and Brazilian Portuguese for me. Tira, which means like to shoot. Muerte, we don't say muerte, we say morto. Matarens. Hey, it's scary though.
And they became known for their expertise in weaponry during war and combat. In fact, this group was responsible for the death of the highest-ranking American casualty in the Filipino-American War, General Henry Ware Lawton. 11th, they planned to build a guerrilla fortress in the mountain province. One of General Luna's biggest plans during the Filipino-American War was to build a guerrilla fortress in the mountain province. This was intended to be the base for Filipino soldiers fighting in the war. It would not have been easily accessible to the Americans
Of course not.
due to the height of the mountains. Unfortunately, Aguinaldo rejected Luna's plan, so it never came to fruition.
Of course.
The funny thing back then, according to the project's chief engineer Alejandrino, is that Emilio Aguinaldo wouldn't have had to keep moving from one hideout to another while being hunted by the Americans if he had only allowed it to be built. 12th, admired by the American soldiers.
Yes. That's
Many
actually true.
Filipino soldiers admired General Luna's bravery in the war. Some considered him an idol and an inspiration to Filipinos, but we aren't the only ones who admired the brave general.
The Americans too.
Even though he was an enemy during the war, he was also admired by American soldiers. The American military held General Luna in high regard. Because of this, many of them paid tribute upon learning of his death.
Yeah.
According to General Frederick Funston, one of the leaders of the American forces during the war, General Luna was the most capable and most aggressive leader of the Philippine Republic.
And this is real too, yeah.
The 13th one, who was feared unto his very death because of the general's incredibly strict and rather aggressive personality and temperament. A significant number of the Filipino soldiers were quite dissatisfied with the way he chose to lead them all in the field. But it wasn't just the soldiers who were angry with him. As we saw in the film, Philippine President Emilio Aguinaldo also disagreed with his plans many times. It was in 1899 when General Luna was attacked by soldiers acting on Aguinaldo's orders.
So sad,
There were an estimated 10 or more soldiers who surrounded him. They stabbed and shot him repeatedly until he finally died. However, killing the general was certainly no easy feat to accomplish. He was still desperately attempting to fight back and discharge his weapon at the encroaching enemies, yet he failed to strike a single one of them.
Yeah, my reaction to that part in the movie, guys, you need to see it. That is insane. He just kept pushing and pushing through it. It was unbelievable.
Gritted his teeth tightly and clenched his fists in a fit of pure, unadulterated rage. Once he was finally taken down and drew his very last breath, he immediately turned his head toward the right. His killers were absolutely terrified by this sudden, involuntary reflex of his. Those standing directly in front recoiled in horror, fearing that the general might still rise, which caused all those behind them to stumble and fall back. The general proved that he remained a formidable figure of fear right up until the very last moment of his life. He was truly brave, brilliant, and deeply patriotic.
Holy moly. They did a really good adaptation, by the way, of him in the film. He looks scary even in this, just the way he did in the film. Incredible.
These are just some of the many remarkable qualities of a truly great and valiant general. Even to this very day, the profound influence of General Antonio Luna can still be clearly seen throughout the armed forces of the Philippines. This legacy can never be erased from our history, and he will forever remain a source of inspiration to every single Filipino.
What a fantastic video. Love this by Moobly. Guys, I want to know your thoughts in the comments below. Which one shocked you the most? I'm not gonna lie, probably number 8, number 2, the scientist one, and number 8. That was amazing. Love that. Learned so much. Can't wait to learn more. Maybe other ones about Goyo, for example, I will get to. I love you guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Till next time, take care of yourself. Peace. How good you been living? Wait, how good you been living? I've been living too good for you. I've been living too. Did what I did and I do it again. Every move that I make, I ain't feeling repent. Nobody believes to believe it's a friend, and you question your moves like you really won't end.